なかった。
何をなさっておいでですか。
検品だ検品。オーダー通りにできているか検査しないといけないだろう。
人前でそのようなことをされてはいけません。
そうか。じゃあ天城、子供部屋で検査しようか。
はい、お気に召すまで。
俺のことも検査してくれる？
はい、隅々まで。
いけません。子供部屋ですることでは。
I'm the evil lord of Intergalactic Empire, episode number 2. If I wasn't already sold, if you weren't already sold on episode number 1, I think episode number 2 sold us even more so. Now, that may not be true for you, and if that's the case, let me know in the comments why you're not feeling this anime. But for me, I am over the moon positive about this show. Episode number 1 did something that was very, very unique, and that was that it had a big setup to where it basically dedicated all of episode 1, introducing us to Liam, who he was in his past life, the turmoils that he faced, the double cross, the betrayal, everything that ended up happening to him to land him into this next isekai world via a demon. The second episode introduced us to who he is now. He is Liam. He is 5 years old, and he just had his Tanjovi. He just had his 5-year-old birthday, and his parents, who birthed him to take on their debts, just signed the whole entire empire over to him with the stipulation he just gotta send them a little bit of an allowance, and the whole empire is his. And he's like, holy crap, I just got all this power. But he comes to find out later in the episode that his parents basically birthed him so that they could take on the debt so they get the F out of this place. They don't want anything to do with this anymore. And now they foisted this upon a little kid, and he has to figure out how to get his empire back into status, because there's debt collectors, there's politics, there's things to worry about. So now he has to figure out how to, overcome this, overcome this big feat. He's going to do it by being evil. And I love that. And he also had ordered his AI bot last episode, and it finally came in this episode. His AI bot is called Amagi, and we also get a whole entire history from his butler. We and him get a whole entire history of how AI at some point had taken over the universe, and it was humans versus AI, and AI was dominating, and eventually there's a group of people who founded the empire who finally overcame AI and put them back in their place. So AI doesn't have a good standing in the universe, but he doesn't care. He's like, you are my AI, you are me, you are mine. And he puts a deal with Amagi. He gives her his evil 3 laws that she has to abide by being master servant. He gives her the keys to his empire, while he's in a capsule, basically getting 10 years of knowledge and all this other stuff, so that he can come and govern, appropriately, because he doesn't have that knowledge even from his past life. So he's gonna now be able to use what he does know from his past life and find out all this knowledge that he's getting here to go and govern with the rod hand of evil, which I absolutely love. So I love the introduction of his maid. I love the introduction of, kind of what his new turmoil and the new thing that he faces is. I love that in the episode it introduced us to a princess who is, he's probably going to interact with this princess at some point, because at the beginning of episode 1, it shows him basically just mollywopping some kind of enemy and going to war. So that he's about to get like a harem of just craziness, and he's gonna just raise his planet, his empire. He's gonna raise it from the depths, and they're gonna be a force to be reckoned with. And we're gonna get taken through all of that with Liam, which I think is gonna be really, really fun. Also, when he went and got it in, even at 5, when he went and got it in with Amagi, immediately he's like, I'm gonna take you to my playroom. And the butler's like, no, not the playroom. Because freaking Liam's just like, he's just indulging in all of his creation. It's basically like if you were to make a created character and then it comes to life, you're like, oh my God. Oh my God, I love this so much. Also, in the episode, it also showed us that he was summoned by like the person who gave him this opportunity was like some kind of evil demon or something. And because of long lifespans, he's looking through to Liam to go and just cause chaos and be evil. And he wants to feed off of all of that negative energy. Apparently, that's kind of how he lives. But before the deal is closed, Liam in his past life was talking about how, oh, your pets, you know, the pets that you held so close, which he had a close pet, you know, that he said that was like his best friend when he was a kid. He was like, your pets are supposed to come and kind of take you off to the next world when you're dying. He's like, I wonder if that would happen for me. And we got to see that come into play. So before the evil guy can make his like evil proclamation, a little pet comes out and like, you know, licks him or whatever, basically gives him like some good luck, or it gives him like a little charm, and then he F's off. I was like, oh, that's so cool. That's probably why the show is having Liam be evil, but things keep going, like he keeps trying to do evil, but it ends up being positive. It's probably because of that blessing or whatever he got from his dog. At least that's kind of my 2 and 2 that I'm putting together there. Very last thing I'll say, I know I probably said last thing before, was I also love seeing that even though he couldn't witness it, everything ended up working out for him, because the evil guy who got him isekai'd started making everything go awry for his past ex-wife and the guy that she was cheating on him with, and his biological father, or her, you know, his kid's biological father, and he got arrested. So like he basically went alakazam and just started making nasty things happen to all those who did Liam wrong. And I was like, yes, 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 get him. The only thing is Liam was not able to witness that, unfortunately. But other than that, I thought that this was just another really, really fantastic episode. And it was just like, yeah, this is definitely one of my instant favorites so far of the season. I'm just all in. I love the way they do the storytelling. I love the way that it's sprinkled with a ton of silliness. And I'm not typically a person who really enjoys intergalactic, you know, anime and stuff. I will enjoy one every now and then. But this definitely has a unique premise to it, and I'm just all in. So I hope you guys are loving it as much as I am. You know, we're only 2 episodes in, so of course there's that chance for it to kind of go south and, you know, not be as good. But I think if episode 1 and 2 were any indication of what we're gonna get, I think we're in for a really fun 12 episode ride. So yeah, I'm excited for what's to come. I'm the Evil Lord of the Intergalactic Empire, episode 2. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. Leave a like, leave a comment, and of course, subscribe if you're not already. I'll see you guys on episode number 3. And for more spring anime, also check out my What to Watch spring anime stuff. I'm a little late getting them out. Normally, there's like a lull week in between as one season ends and the next one starts. There's usually about a week before the next anime starts. I usually get it in there. But for some reason this time, the winter anime are still going right now, but then we have spring anime actually happening this week. So it's kind of like one of those things where it just didn't work out right. So I'm gonna try to get those out. So once you see them, you know, top 10 what to watch, you know, my big video what to watch, you know, make sure you guys show me some love. All right, I'll see you guys next week. Peace out.